am going to the office the first time.
Officially a business analyst at NBC Universal.
I would like to give you a thorough walkthrough of what does an entry-level business analyst actually do every single day.
Hi, Dobby.
Hi everyone, I am going to the office the first time. Very excited. I actually started in the same company as an intern 9 months ago, but it was all remote. I just relocated to Denver, Colorado and started my full-time position as a business analyst. So today I'm going to the office the first time. I'm very excited and let's go.
Okay guys, I just got my badge.
This is the picture they took for me while I came into the security today.
Which means I am now officially a business analyst at NBC Universal. Today, my day is full of virtual and in-person meetings, mainly with my stakeholders and managers. Besides, as a full-time business analyst right now, a big difference compared to when I was an intern is that now I have many ongoing projects all at once. So multitask is definitely a requirement for business analysts. Anyways, I am very excited for my day because I love taking responsibilities and making impacts. Morning's always busy for me. It is usually full of meetings because many of my stakeholders are from Europe or the East Coast. So after lunch, I eventually got some focus time to work on my projects. Today, I work on some data analysis in SQL and Excel. I am currently thinking about how to streamline and automate a business process.
Okay, now business analytics is such a popular career that many people are looking to switch their career into this field. And today I would like to give you a thorough walkthrough of what does an entry-level business analyst actually do every single day. I will give you real examples, and most importantly, I will also give you recommendations of to what extent do you actually have to learn of each essential tools. If you watched my last video, you probably know there are 3 tools consist of a full basic data analysis pipeline. We use SQL Query to pull the data from a database. We use Excel to manipulate and clean the data. And lastly, we use Power BI and Tableau to visualize the data. Now let's visually show you what exactly each step is.
Step 1. Get data. This is the interface of MySQL Workbench. In here, you could connect with different databases from your company. And then you're going to write a SQL query to extract part of the data from the whole database, because we definitely don't want to deal with unnecessary data. For example, this query here retrieves data on a factory's sales details, including product, category, unit price, sales time, and sales amount. For beginners, I recommend learning these three most common SQL functions to start with: the select statement, subqueries, and joins.
After pulling the data that you need, always prepare the data before you do any analysis or visualizations. That was actually a lesson that I learned when I just started working as a business analyst. Here is we use a lot of Excel. And honestly, if I have to name just one tool that all level of business analysts actually use every single day, it's definitely Excel.
Take our case as an example. This is the table we just pulled from the SQL database. Firstly, let's do some data cleaning. For example, removing the comma at the end of some category names to ensure that the data is unified. Also, we could standardize the unit price by putting a dollar sign here and returning only 2 digits after the decimal point. Sometimes data integration is also needed if we have multiple tables. For example, our main table here only shows product ID, but we have another table that shows us the real product name. We definitely want the main table to also show the product name instead of purely a product ID. So here we could insert another column called product name, and we could use the VLOOKUP function to look up for the product name from another table. Here are some other functions that you must know as a business analyst. I would like to list 3 things for you to start with. Firstly, the common formulas, such as VLOOKUP, if arrow, SUMIF, etc. Secondly, pivot table. And lastly, Power Query.
Step 3, data visualizations. The key to build data visualizations lies in 2 very important concepts: the matrix and its characteristics. The metrics are anything that we can quantify. For example, in our case, the sales amount or the unit price. And characteristics are any columns that we could use to describe the metrics. And in our case, it's product, category, or time. And when we visualize the data, we always use the characteristics to filter the metrics. Okay, let me repeat it one more time because this is such an important concept. We always use the characteristics to filter the metrics. Let's give you an example now.
For example, we could place the sales amount here on the y-axis and then use either of the 3 characteristics on the x-axis to filter the sales amount, such as here I used product name, and in this chart I used category. This way, we clearly understand how the sales amount is distributed by product, by time, or by category.
Power BI and Tableau are 2 most popular tools that business analysts use for data visualizations. And here you can combine so many charts together to build a dashboard that looks like this.
A dashboard tells the story of the data, and it's very easy for leaderships and executives to use to make business decisions and strategies.
In conclusion, the process of data extracting, cleaning, and visualizing is a very common approach for data analysis that entry-level business analysts use every single day. And hopefully now you have a better understanding of everything.